Hey friends, Tuxx here. I wanted to do a quick little rundown of my favorite shopping experiences in New York. It's a great city, a lot of flagship stores like Nike right here. There's places you really have to see. Even if you're not buying, it's fun to shop. Microsoft store is another one of my favorites. This is one of the first Microsoft stores. Not real big, but they have features they don't have at other ones, like this driving simulation. A lot of fun. Another place I like to go to is, or we went to last time anyway, was the Joker stairs. This is from that movie Joker. It's those iconic stairs, and just a hop, skip, and jump from there is actually a dollar store. Although everything was like $3 and up, I don't recommend going in here particularly. They do make you leave your bag at the door in this bad neighborhood, which is kind of a little shady actually. You know, I was looking around for any kind of toys or anything cool in here. Like I thought maybe Matchbox cars, or they'd have something cool, but it was mostly like diapers and detergent and stuff. So I wandered the rows trying to find anything to redeem itself. It was tough to find anything, but then I found it here, guys. Check it out. This dollar store has the widest variety of rat traps. Okay, so I guess in the ghetto you can get rat traps at a bargain price. So if you need rat traps, guys, this is the place to go. Okay, it's just like right across the street from the Joker stairs. You can't miss it. Joker probably shop there. Okay, moving back to good things. Here's the Lego store. You guys know about this store. I've reviewed it before. A lot of fun. I mean, the prices are kind of high, but they have like cool stuff on the inside to see. I always love checking out this mural in the front of the store that's made entirely out of Legos. It's like the whole Rockefeller Center in Lego form, but they always add weird little touches each time. So I think the employees have a lot of fun kind of altering this and adding like rats and things and different things. Every time you come here, it's a little bit different. Giant spider attacking. Here's a whole bunch of rats and like a Harry Potter Lego guy, I guess. I mean, it's fun to check it out. It's really worth looking at. And even if you're not buying anything from Lego, it's fun just to walk in there, shop around. They have like tons of kits, like every conceivable Lego kit you can imagine is here. So just really great store and great customer service too. Okay, moving on. This is kind of an unexpected pleasure of the trip. This is Trump Tower, okay? And they have a really cool Starbucks in there. And politics aside, this place is really beautiful, okay? I mean, you can sip on some coffee. It's really good for Pokemon Go. There's a Pokemon stop there, a couple different, there's a gym right there. I mean, a lot of fun can be had in here. And even if you don't like Trump, they have Trump bathrooms, which are actually some of the cleanest bathrooms in New York. You really have to see them to believe them. Here's the escalator that they iconically he went down. I mean, they sell all sorts of weird, expensive jewelry and things, as you can see. There is some stores. When we went there to Starbucks, we were just getting some coffee actually, and playing Pokemon Go. But there's all sorts of stores you can shop at. Space Force T-shirt. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. All sorts of bobbleheads and weird, treasures and whatnot. But again, if you need a bathroom, and if you're in New York, this is probably the finest bathroom you're gonna find in New York. So I would highly recommend the Trump bathroom. Okay, I didn't take photos in the bathroom. I think there might be YouTube rules about that or something, or it's just a little cringy, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But take my word for it, okay? If you need a good bathroom, and if you're walking around like Manhattan, this is probably a place that you want to go. Plus, if you do play Pokemon Go like us, there's some really good photo ops. So I'd recommend. I mean, there's waterfalls. There's all sorts of cool, like almost reminds me of like a Egyptian like gold like pyramid or something. There's a lot of good ways you can use AR photos with Pokemon Go in here. So it's definitely something which at least I think is worth checking out, and it's a good stop too because there's so much walking in New York. It's great to have a Starbucks that's open late, has restrooms that are clean and not occupied, and no homeless people. Okay, so just it's really nice, clean environment. Okay, moving along back to stores. Okay, of course, a hop, skip, and jump from Rockefeller Center, just right there actually is Nintendo, and this is like my favorite store. This is my #1 store, guys. And if you want to see a longer video on this, I'll be happy to do a big video on this. But this place is so great. I've done videos and media events from here before, and it's my favorite store in the world. Just so many fun things. I mean, you walk in, it screams Nintendo. You got big standees of Bowser and all sorts of cool stuff. Like there's photo ops in here, and there's lots of merchandise, of course, for every possible Nintendo game. The store's kind of divided in categories. Like this area here is Mario, and of course there's all the Marios, all the princesses. There's giant banana pillows, little Luigi stuffies. I mean, the whole place is just, you can see a beautiful store Look at the Mario on the pole there. I mean, there's upstairs and downstairs cash registers now, which I think there was only downstairs at one point. Lots of plushies. If you love Pokemon, this was previously called the Pokemon Center in New York, and they changed the name to Nintendo New York, but it's just the same place. Tons of Pokemon plushies. You can spend all sorts of time in here and just have a really, really good time. I will say that they seem to focus mostly on the older, like first-gen plushies, and then some of the newer plushies, the current, gen of games. But I kind of wish they would have more Pokemon plushies. I know they probably can't have a plushie for every single Pokemon, but I definitely found myself hunting. Just, one little bit of criticism is that they didn't have a lot of my favorite Pokemon, which are like, current Gen 5, like Pokemon Go Pokemon. I really wish I would have had like a spinner, like of just like whatever's current in Pokemon Go in plushie form, because they really have everything else. I mean, when it comes to video games, when it comes to series, like they really had everything you wanted. They had a whole, Animal Crossing area with huge Animal Crossing plushies. They had, Zelda areas, just so much good stuff. A Splatoon area. I mean, just really, really good stuff. So it's really a place which is my #1 pick to go to, and of course it's free, so it's a great place. Even if you're not going to spend a ton of money, just go there, check it out. I ended up getting a t-shirt there. It's a really cool, unique t-shirt, and the funny thing is a lot of these things are not available online, so if you go to like PokemonCenter.com, you're not going to see the current stock. You really have to go there to see exactly what they have. And if you're curious, I do plan on probably making another video on this later sometime with all the items they have, because again, it changes, and you just really have to see what is there to understand what they're selling, because it's not really, it's specialized merchandise you really just can't find. This Pokemon was a little unique there. I didn't expect to see that one. So you can see they have some pretty cool things which you just don't find in other stores that make this place special. Now, another place I recommend is Swatch. I have not bought a Swatch in like years, but it's a really cool Times Square store. It's worth checking out. Like, they have lots of unique swatches. They have a custom things you can make your own swatches, and just really fun to see the swatches in general. Now, I do wish they had like a deal with Nintendo. I mean, I would love a Animal Crossing Swatch, And I kind of remember back in the 80s where they had like a lot more weird, crazy swatch faces, that kind of thing. And it seems like they've toned it down and made a lot of the swatches a little more normal looking, But there is ways you can build custom swatches and that kind of thing. I like that fish one right there is pretty cool with the white fish band. That was really neat. And they have some other cool ones through here too, and different patterns and things. I really want to buy one of these, but they're kind of expensive for being a plastic watch. They sell for about $80 to $200, so it's not like a cheap watch by any means. And I'm sure they do make knockoff swatches that are like a lot cheaper than the actual Swatch brand swatches. But it's a really fun store, a really fun product, and just cool stuff. Like, it'd make a great gift for someone too. Now, as far as dangers in New York, just outside the Swatch store, there is a open manhole, and this is like busy cars going down the street. There was like a good Samaritan there kind of trying to prevent cars from falling into it. Who knows how this cover went up, but there was a cover that was distinctly not on the manhole, and someone could like walk right down it. And it was like a big dark pit, okay? It wasn't like concrete. It was just a big dark pit in the middle of a busy New York street with cars whizzing around it, and no construction workers, no cones, nothing. Who knows how it fell off, okay? Just a few feet from that is the M&M store, another cool store, definitely worth checking out. Lots of cool M&M related gear. I wouldn't recommend buying M&Ms here though, because they are like by the pound. It's like $8 a pound or something, so you're better off buying some pre-assembled bags. But if you like M&Ms, it's a really cool store to check out. All the new t-shirts, all the new plushies, everything. It's just a fun place to shop, and it's right there in Times Square, so you really can't go wrong. All right, those are some of my favorites. Let me know what are your favorites, okay? And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.